Do you ever feel like the Facebook algorithm has something against you? Seems like anything you post hardly gets any views or any engagements. Maybe you feel a little bit like this. Here's a post I saw. It says, for some reason, Facebook has me in some type of weird vibe that nobody sees my posts. Do you ever feel like this? Because if so, don't worry. There's simply 3 things that you need to do with your content to make sure that the Facebook algorithm notices you and wants to share your content with more people. Let's dive in. So if your Facebook posts aren't getting a lot of views or aren't getting many engagements, there's only 2 reasons why this could happen. The first is that you violated some of Facebook's community guidelines. So I'm over here taking a look at my profile, and you can see here my account status says that there are no restrictions. Your account looks good. Check in on other things you manage. If you had a restriction, if you had done something to violate Facebook's community guidelines that was preventing your post from being seen, it would tell you right here. Let me just show you how to get over to this screen in case you don't know how to get there. So you're going to go to your profile, and then you want to click right here on the 3 dots, and then you simply want to click on this profile status, and that'll take you to the screen we just looked at. Now, in the vast majority of cases, this is not going to be your problem. When you go here, you're going to see something like mine. You're going to see no restrictions. This isn't the reason why people aren't seeing your content. The second reason why it's possible that people aren't seeing your content is simply because the type of content that you're creating isn't what the algorithm is looking for. And this is much more likely your case. So we're going to go through 3 steps you can take to change this, to improve your content so that your content is exactly what the Facebook algorithm is looking for, and therefore your content will be seen by a lot more people. Number 1 is to post good content. Facebook is dying for good content. Let me show you here. Facebook actually started this monetization program to pay people to create good content. It wants its platform filled with content. You can see here it says the monetization program gives people the opportunity to earn money based on the performance of their eligible Facebook videos, reels, photos, stories, and text posts. The Facebook algorithm is dying for good content. So what is it? What is good content? What does the algorithm actually want? I'm going to show you an example here. Here's a post of someone who is talking about the fact that Facebook Live videos are now going to be deleted once they're 30 days or older. And you can see this post here. It's a very simple post, a bunch of text. It got just 3 likes. It's got no comments. It got a single share. So think about when the Facebook algorithm sees this post, sees very little engagement, sees the fact that it's a pretty bland post, not offering a ton of value to the Facebook platform or to other users. Is the Facebook algorithm going to show this post to more people? Of course not. Now, let's contrast this with another post. This is one that I created on the exact same topic about the fact that Facebook Live videos are going to be deleted after 30 days. In this case, you can see that there is a headline. You can see that in this case, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 very specific steps that people can take that will prevent their Facebook Live videos from being deleted. And then you can see that there are also 5 accompanying images that walk people through the steps that they need to take in order to prevent their videos from being deleted. So you can see the difference in value of a post like this one versus this one. Same topic, completely different value. Let's go back to the post that I just showed you, my post here, and I'm going to close this down and let's go take a look at the insights. This is really important. In terms of the Facebook algorithm deeming your content to be good content, here's what you're looking for. You want to make sure that your post is one that will get reactions. So this is likes and loves. It'll get comments. It will get shares. This is hugely valuable. Of all the metrics Facebook's algorithm is looking for, this one is the most important because Facebook knows it's unusual for someone to share content. Most people on the site either don't create content at all, they just look at other people's content, or they create their own content because they're looking to get leads for themselves. They're looking to attract attention over to their content. Rarely do people share content. So if you can create content that gets shares, the Facebook algorithm knows, wow, this must be unique. This must be valuable. This deserves to be seen by other people. There is one more metric that Facebook really loves, and it's this one right here, saves. If someone was to save your piece of content, that suggests that they see it as being so valuable that they want to come back and reconsume it, reread it, or rewatch it down the road. They want to see it again. And again, contrast that versus a post like this, a very simple, bland, text-only, not super helpful post. Is anyone going to save this? Is anyone going to tell the algorithm, this is so good that I want to come back to it later? Very unlikely. So this is what you're looking for. You're looking for reactions, comments, shares, and saves. Now you might see that and think, okay, Dave, I get it. I need to create good content that's going to get all these metrics and the Facebook algorithm will see this and show my content to more people. But how do I actually do this? Well, first thing I'm going to recommend to you is before you create a post, simply do a little bit of internal audit and ask yourself, if you saw this post from someone else, would you like it? Would you take the time to comment on it? Would you be enticed to share it because it's so valuable? Is there any chance you would save that post because it's something you'd want to come back to? And if the answer is yes to any or all of those 4, that's great. You're likely creating creating a good piece of content that the Facebook algorithm is going to love. But if in all honesty, when you ask yourself those questions, you wouldn't likely engage on that content, you wouldn't like it, you wouldn't comment on it, you certainly wouldn't share it, and you wouldn't save it, well, chances are others won't either. And the Facebook algorithm is going to see your content and say, this isn't a good piece of content. There are other pieces of content that are more valuable. Those are the ones the algorithm is going to focus on. And so again, you might hear that audit process and think, okay, Dave, again, I can go through those steps, but I still don't know how to create content where I would say, yes, I would like this, or comment on it, or share, or save it. Here's my suggestion for you. If you're new to creating content and you're not sure how to create content like what we're talking about, start watching other people's content, specifically looking for people's content that's been shared. Remember I said this metric right here, these 10 shares that I got on this post, those are huge to the Facebook algorithm. So watch for posts that come through your feed that are getting shared. Look at what those posts are doing. Look at what the titles are. Look at what the value is that they're delivering. Look at how the posts are structured, and then start practicing creating posts like that, where you could honestly say, yeah, I would like it. I would comment, I would share, I would save that. And you're going to see your Facebook algorithm absolutely take off. So that's number one, post good content. Number two is to promote your content. Facebook loves partnering with you. If you will take your content and promote it to your tiny audience, your small audience, Facebook will see that you're partnering with them. You're trying to help the Facebook platform. You're helping people engage. And the Facebook algorithm will say, awesome, you're doing your bit to share your content with your small audience. The Facebook algorithm is going to take your content and start showing it to Facebook's much larger audience. So here's how this works. Here's how you can partner with Facebook. I'll show you a couple examples. One example is to use the tools that Facebook has already given you to share your content with your audience. When we go back to this post, so this is the post that I just showed you a second ago about protecting your live videos. When we go down here, take a look at the very first comment. You can see this comment is from myself. It says, if you have any live videos that you do not want Facebook to remove, here's the trick that I'm using. Works well. And then notice this, it uses the @followers tag. This is a tool Facebook gives us to make sure that your audience is more likely to see your posts. You're doing your part by using your @followers tag, or you could use your @highlight tag, or if you're posting inside a group, you could use the @everyone tag. You're doing your part to make sure your small audience sees this piece of content. Again, the algorithm likes this and is more likely to show your content to the bigger Facebook audience. This is one example. Let me show you another example. You can use email to make sure that your small audience sees your content. This is an email that I wrote to my email list, and it's talking about the new member intro feature that was added to Facebook groups. And you can see there's only one link inside this email, and when people click on it, where does it take them? Well, it takes them over to Facebook, and it opens up my Facebook post. So now those people are being driven over to Facebook. The Facebook algorithm loves this. The Facebook algorithm starts to notice that more people are looking at this post, more people are engaging, they're commenting, they're liking, and therefore the Facebook algorithm says, awesome, we're in partnership together. You're promoting your content, so let the algorithm promote your content as well. Here's another example. I'm gonna go over to this post. This is a live training that my wife and I did inside one of our Facebook groups. And when we scroll down here, you can see there's a bunch of comments here, 650 comments. And when we scroll down here, there's a specific comment, this one that I'm looking for. Notice what it says here. This is a comment from myself, and it says, as requested, here are the 3 Facebook funnels that you'll likely want to start using to sell to your cold leads. That's what this post is about. When we go up to the topic of this training, you can see it's all about Facebook funnels that help warm up your cold leads and make sales. Let's go back down to that comment. So you can see that I said, hey, you are interested in this. Therefore, I'm giving you an opportunity to watch this piece of content and download some of the resources that were presented in this live training. And then you'll see there's a list of people here who are tagged. So this isn't a bulk tag, an @everyone tag, or an @followers tag, or an @highlight tag like we talked about earlier. These are individual tags of leads who have said they're interested in this topic. Well, where did this list come from? These are people who have engaged on other posts of mine talking about this topic of nurturing leads using Facebook funnels. They said they're interested, they showed interest, they engaged, they asked questions, they commented, and now I'm doing them a service by promoting this piece of content when it goes live on Facebook, driving more people over to see this content. Think about what the algorithm sees. It sees an influx of leads coming in and watching this video, engaging with this content. The algorithm says, wow, you're doing your part by promoting your content. Let the algorithm promote your content to Facebook's bigger audience as well. Really cool, right? Let me show you one more example. This time over in Messenger. So you can see I'm in a conversation here with Tari, and she was asking about a specific topic. So instead of just typing out an answer to her inside a Messenger, what did I do? Well, I gave her a link here that helped answer her question. When she clicks on this link, where does it go? It goes over to a piece of Facebook content. Again, I'm promoting to my small audience this piece of Facebook content. The algorithm sees this and says, okay, Dave, we're gonna do our part. We're gonna promote your content to Facebook's bigger audience. And this is what you can do as well. You can start promoting your content to your small audience so that the algorithm helps your content get seen by Facebook's much larger audience. And so that's step number 2. If you really want your Facebook algorithm to take off, you've got to promote your own content so that the algorithm sees that you're partnering with Facebook. Now, step number 3 is to follow the golden rule. You probably know the golden rule. It says, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. So if you're using Facebook and you're simply pushing out your content and hoping that lots of people see it, hoping that they engage on your content and message you asking questions and wanting to buy from you, if that's how you treat Facebook, you're not practicing that golden rule. You're only out for yourself. And the Facebook algorithm, it doesn't like people who are only caring about themselves, who only want to get or take from Facebook. The algorithm loves people who give to Facebook. Let me show you an example of how you can do this, how you can give, how you can do unto others as you would have them do unto you. I'm over here in my Facebook friends feed, and this is simply a feed that filters out all posts except for posts that are from your friends, because these are the people who you want to practice that golden rule with. And what I do is I scroll through my friends feed and I'll see all this content from my Facebook friends, and I'm simply looking for posts that I can engage on. And this is what you can do as well, is go through your friends feed looking for posts that you can engage on, and then give those posts a like, give them a comment. Maybe if they're really great posts, share those posts. These are all examples of you doing to others the way that you would want them to do to you. And the Facebook algorithm, it will see this and reward you for it. Now, you can do this step manually, go through your friends feed and look for all this content and engage on this content. I do like to automate the process so that I don't have to do anything, and I'm going to show you how to do that. I'm over here in Unipro, and one of the tools inside of Unipro is called Daily Wizard. And the Daily Wizard is amazing. It goes through all the important steps that you need to be doing on Facebook to make sure that you're bringing in leads and you're nurturing leads and making sales. So in this case, one of the steps that I wanted to do is something called gain reciprocity. And it's exactly what we just looked at. It's engaging on your friends' content so that the Facebook algorithm sees that you're giving to your friends, not just taking, and the Facebook algorithm is then going to show your content to more people. And let's go take a look at a result here. Here's a day where I ran Daily Wizard, and let's just take a look at all these instances of gain reciprocity. So you can see that the Daily Wizard went and engaged on 6 pieces of content, and then another 6 pieces of content, another 6 pieces of content. It engaged, it engaged, it engaged, it engaged, it engaged. It did all this automatically for me. Think about the Facebook algorithm. It's going to see this engagement continually coming in. It's going to say, wow, Dave is really encouraging other users on Facebook. He's helping other users have a good user experience. And as a result, the algorithm is going to pick up my content and show it to a lot more people. And this is a simple step that you can follow as well. Don't be on Facebook just to see how much you can get. Make sure that you're giving, and the algorithm is going to love you for it. Now, these are the exact steps that I follow every single day to make sure that the Facebook algorithm loves me and my content, but I also have a secret weapon, and that secret weapon is Unipro. Unipro is a tool that goes out onto Facebook. It finds your ideal leads. It brings those leads over into your audience. It engages those leads, making sure that they see your content and engages on their content. It then nurtures those leads and strikes up conversations with those leads, making them an offer at the time that they're most likely to buy from you. Unipro has been a game changer for my online business, and I know it will be for you as well. So if you haven't checked out Unipro, go over to unipro.com. I know you're going to love it. That's what I've got for you in this video, all about how to use the Facebook algorithm to make sure that your content is seen by more people. If this was helpful, give it a like. And if you have any questions about your algorithm, about how to practice any of these steps we just looked at, just leave your questions in the comments below. I'm happy to help out. And again, if you're building your business and you're using Facebook to do it, you got to check out Unipro. Go over to unipro.com. It's really going to help you build your business a whole lot faster. Thanks for checking out this video. Can't wait to see you in the next video.